We've all been there, whether we died and need to regrind our gear, or whether we're running a shop to sell gear to other players, we need enchanted books to rebuild our gear. And searching through chests sucks. So stop doing it. Use the ultimate enchanted book storage instead. I'm the Redstone Warper and welcome back. Today I bring you the ultimate enchanted book storage, complete with selection features to allow you to press one button and get all the books for the brand new infinity bows that you need. Or maybe you need a new silk pickaxe and push that button instead. Perhaps you need a trident with loyalty 3. Or maybe you just need one mending book, in which case you can select it from the list, select mending, and you're good to go. We activate the selection and we hit this note block right here. Every time we hit it, a mending book will be sent to this barrel. If we wanted to put the mending book back, say you're restocking, put it in the barrel while your selection is selected, and it will go and be put back into the selection. After waiting a little bit, we can then turn this back off and know that our books have been sorted back to the correct location. Then, let's say we want a pair of God boots. We push the button and we wait a few seconds. And we have all the books we'll ever need. We got our depth strider, protection, mending, so on and so forth to make our brand new set of boots. Maybe we got an elytra from end rating and we just need a mending and unbreaking book. It's simple as that. Or let's say we would need a knockback 1 sword. We can push our button here. Wait a couple of seconds, and boom, all of our books are delivered right here, and the mending and breaking will be over here in this chest. This makes it super convenient to go select any tool you need, like your Riptide 3 Trident, and get all the books you need for it. Also, complete with a anvil swapper, so if your anvil breaks, you will see that there's a note block there. You click the note block, and a new anvil will be delivered to you. Coming around the outside, you can see that the system does look kind of daunting with all these crazy wires everywhere, but it can be simplified to one of 3 different modules. Coming over here, we can see just one of the modules by itself without all the extra crazy wiring to make the selection support for different items getting in the way. So the way this works is we just have a book where every page is the same, except I have shifted whatever is selected onto the next line. So it makes it really easy to see what you have selected and which way you need to turn the book to get to each thing. Stepping through how this works, if we just select, well, a Fortune 3 book and press the button, it enables our selection. So you can see this target block has been pushed up right where our Fortune 3 books would be, which then connects this line to activate this dropper. This dropper then sends it into the main bus, which then will send it to our barrel, and it will also power this block, which powers the note block, which sends a signal to power the instant line to send it over here. So if we click the note block, the item would be dispensed into this barrel. Then the return mechanism, you put the enchanted books into this barrel, which then gets sent up this item elevator. So you can see with protection 4 enabled, this one slice is unlocked, allowing the books to flow into this slice and not any of the other slices. This way we can selectively choose what books go where. Unfortunately, this does mean that it is important for you to make sure that you or anyone else using this system always put the books back in the correct location, else the system does break. But it's better than getting them manually. Coming back to our more complicated system, if you know what you're looking at, this is actually relatively simple and straightforward, aside from the complicated wiring in here to make sure none of the signals collide. But this is basically your standard decoder, where we take a single input over here, so like a silk pickaxe, and we send it along one of these rails here. I believe the silk pickaxe is this rail right here. So as you can see, it has multiple observers which observe the length of the rail, which then get coded into these rails here, which then activate the individual books. This way we can press one button or activate one line and get multiple books being dispensed into the line. Then we detect when any of these lines have been activated and we push this redstone block over, which activates the clock sending the items to the barrel, and as well as using this decay clock here to turn it back off. So you can quickly see this in action. As it decays, it pushes it back, making sure that there's enough time for all of your items to get to the barrel. Now, the cool thing about this system is, let's say you don't like knockback 1 and you would instead like to have a smite sword instead, you can reprogram this to give you any combination of books by simply changing which of these are normal blocks and which of these are observers. And of course, if you have an observer right here for say, you would need to extend this rail. The reason I did not is to make this as resource efficient as possible. The anvil storage is nice and easy. You place in all of your anvils right here. And when you push the note block, when there's nothing, when the anvil's not blocking your way, that gets detected, sent down this line here, which this activates this little system here, which retracts the sticky piston and the slime block and extends it again rather quickly, pushing the anvil into the bubble column. Then we open the trap door so that the anvil can come flying up and close it again before it lands. This has been my ultimate enchanted storage. There will be several Schematics in the description, one for the individual module, one for the simple version of this with no button selection, and of course the anvil swapper is included with the ultimate storage design. As a quick side note, one thing you might want to do if you're trying to create the ultimate enchanted book storage is building a module like this, and nearby you could then also install like a gold farm. That way you can be getting XP as you're doing your enchanting and your storing of the book, so that you have plenty of XP to actually start combining things and get your tools and armor made. Now, a recommendation that I would make with this ultimate storage, you can give it an even bigger upgrade because nobody likes sorting enchanted books. It just takes forever. Instead, what I would recommend is actually building a villager trading hall right on top of this storage. So this would be your protection for books. What I would do is connect a hopper, maybe a barrel, another hopper here, so that you can have your villager sitting on top of the hopper. That way you could buy your protection 4, throw it directly into the hopper, and it will automatically be put in the slice, which then also bypasses this hopper lock, so you don't have to worry about that. That way you can easily fill your storage without having to manually sort each set of books. The other option would just be to fill a shulker box full of one given book, make your selection, and then just dump all of the books into the barrels. This has been the Redstone Warper. Thanks for watching.